The Minnesota Twins opened August with a victory yesterday, but Joe Ryan didn't give much of a chance here this evening, giving up 4 home runs in 4 innings pitched, 7 earned runs altogether off those home runs, and continuing a disturbing trend for Joe Ryan, who's been really struggling since that shutout. 7-start stretch, he's given up 31 earned runs in 32 1/3 innings, 17 home runs in that stretch. So Joe is really up against it, and again, did not give the Twins much of a chance today, unfortunately. But Josh Winder did a really nice job as the long guy out of the bullpen, and Caleb Thielbar was really sharp in his second appearance since returning from the injured list. Those are some silver linings. The lineup didn't do a ton. Matt Wallner hit a 3-run home run. That was the only runs they scored, but that was his 5th home run in his last 7 games. Moving over to the Saints, let's talk about some guys that may be the beneficiary of the Twins not making deadline moves. Right-handed hitters like Gilberto Celestino. You know, he's got that weird thing where he throws lefty, hits righty. But he's a right-handed hitter, 757 OPS. He's still only 24 years old. How about this guy, Chris Williams? That is his 28th AAA home run in 112 games. The left fielder deking out the cameraman there caught my attention. But this was also his 13th start of the year behind the plate. A little rough night for him behind the plate a little bit here. He throws over on a stolen base attempt for an error. He misses this foul pop-up. Tough play. Lots going on. Hard to stay sharp back there. It's only his 13th start of the year. He does not catch very often, so that has to be very difficult. But Chris Williams, a first base DH option, a guy who hits right-handed and mashes. Kyle Garlick, speaking of first base, there he is working at first base. This was his 16th start at first of the year. He made a nice diving catch and then kind of tried to play it off that he didn't catch it to get the double play, but the umps were onto him. But it's been a little hit and miss with him there, but good to see him trying to increase his defensive flexibility. And then Austin Martin turns a nice double play here. He's a guy who hits right-handed. Has not played himself in the discussion to go up, but a name to keep in mind. Kody Funderburk, left-handed relief pitcher, his first full season out of the bullpen. It's been a really good one. Since moving up to AAA, he has a 2.79 ERA and 13 K per 9, so he's passing that test, his first test at AAA. Again, that was Kody Funderburk. Moving over to Cedar Rapids, Emmanuel Rodriguez had a monster game here for the Colonels. Here you see in the bottom of the 5th, they're trailing 3-0. He hits one into a John Deere carrying train, I think that was over there. But yeah, blast from Erod there. Here later on in the game, you see the Colonels have come back to take the lead, and in the bottom of the 7th, he gives them an insurance run. These are his 12th and 13th home runs of the season. He has a .393 on-base percentage as well, to go with those 13 home runs in 71 games. So Emmanuel Rodriguez really flexing the muscles there. There's another look at that one. But he was also active in the field today as well. He made a sliding catch here, Some of those ones hit almost right at you are the hardest ones to judge, but makes the play. And then he throws a guy out at third here, a guy trying to go first to third, and he puts that one right on the money to get that out. And here's a look into tonight's starting pitching. Simeon Woods Richardson walked 6 tonight. He walked 5 in his last outing, but at the same time, he has a 1.92 ERA over his last 5 starts. Kind of curious. We looked at Funderburk. He pitched 2 2/3 innings, no hits, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Pearson Ohl was tremendous. He now has a 2.43 ERA over his last 6 starts. And Zebby Matthews trying to pull a Bailey Ober and get to triple-digit strikeouts, before double-digit walks. 95 Ks and 7 walks. Ober pulled that off in 2019 down in the minors. Here are the hitters. I want to just call out this Wind Surge game is just winding up while I'm recording this, but Pat Winkle with a big night for them. Luke Keeschel, who along with Jay Harry are draftees from this year's class that are up with Fort Myers, and Keeschel's off to a hot start, 5 for 7 with 2 doubles with them. You saw the results there. Again, that Wind Surge game was just winding up. But thank you so much for everybody for watching this. Thanks to all the channel members for sponsoring this. Here are the premium members. We'll talk again soon.